Good afternoon. I will call to order the Public Utilities Commission meeting for Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. The first item on our agenda today is our consent agenda. Dan, is there any comments on the utility report for this month?
No, pretty much has been a typical February, kind of waiting for spring to ramp up and get going again.
Got it. Okay.
Wrapping up a few long lingering projects.
All right. If there's no further comment, I'll take a motion on the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
All right. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up is our Employee of the Month recognition.
Yeah, I'll take that. Employee of the month this month is Lynn Averill. Lynn is one of our meter readers. Lynn arrives to work each day with a cheerful disposition, a positive attitude and adaptability, whatever the job asks is unique. She is always eager to assist other departments when needed. Her hard work, consistency, regardless of the weather and situation, make her truly deserving of this recognition. And I will attest, she always does have a very positive attitude, even with some difficult stuff.
Fantastic.
Make a motion to recognize Lynn Averill as the Employee of the Month for January 2026.
I'll second that.
All right. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much, Lynn. On to new business, item 3.1, cogen and small production rate schedule.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We are asking for approval for updated cogeneration and small power production rates for 2026 to be effective with the April 1, 2026 billing. Essentially for the city of New Ulm or New Ulm Public Utilities, that is solar, but it could be any renewable energy. And so 3 categories of that rate schedule have been updated per calculations that we do each year at this time. And the net energy billing rates, you can see the changes there. On the residential rates, we're going from 14.35 cents per kilowatt hour to 14.6. Small commercial rates are going from 13.69 per kilowatt hour to 13.81. And large commercial rates are changing from 10.97 cents per kilowatt hour to 11.17. Also, simultaneous purchase and sale billings, those rates are actually going to be going down just a bit from 2.304 cents per kilowatt hour to 2.192. And the time of day purchase rates are also going to be going down just a bit from 2.304 cents per kilowatt hour to 2.192.
I don't have any comment. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to offer the resolution to approve the New Ulm Public Utilities cogeneration and small power production rate schedule for 2026 to be effective with the April 1st, 2026 billing.
I'll second.
All right. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on this? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now on to carryovers for year end.
Yes, Commissioners. At the end of each year, we ask for budget carryovers from the prior year to the current year. And there are several line items included within the 2025 budget, but due to various reasons were not expended during 2025, and therefore we are requesting that the Commission authorize modifying the 2026 budget to carry over the following items, and they are all listed there. There's several of them this year for each department, and these are purchase orders that were existing at the end of 2025. We're carrying those over to the extent that there is still budget available. and also capital projects that were in process at the end of the year, also carrying over the remainder of those budgets for to 2026 as well, to the extent that they are available.
I'll make a motion to approve the year-end budget carryovers for the year ended December 31st, 2025.
I'll second that.
All right, again, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now on to item 3.3, replacement valves for water treatment plant.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. In your packet tonight, we do have our replacement valves for the 2026 budget for the water treatment plant. This is an additional 5 valves, basically for one of the filter cells, that we would be getting these now, placing the order. It's about a 12 to 18 week lead out, so get them coming, and then once we get them here, then we'll start talking about labor to replace them.
Is that a second quote for labor to install them, or do we?
Yeah, that'll be
Okay.
a separate, I'll bring that back once
Okay.
we have them in stock.
And this was part of the plan for 26?
26, yes.
okay.
Yep.
I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the quote from Besco Incorporated in the amount of $70,125 for the purchase of 5 replacement valves in the water treatment plant.
I'll s-
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up for the water plant is some valve replacement project.
This is for the labor to replace the valves that were purchased in the 2025 budget. We're still waiting for a couple of those valves to come in, but once we have them in, then this will be the labor to do that work. It's actually 6 valves because there's a 36-inch valve that will take care of the filter effluent from all 5 filters that will need to be replaced, as it is not holding either, so.
So it says it takes approximately 5 to 7 years? Is that,
So we have 5 filter cells that we're going to be going through, so we're doing them as one filter at a time so that we're not impacting the entire
system?
system, kind of just doing it incrementally here as we go along.
Okay.
This is something we started like 2 years ago, ordering these valves and stuff.
Yeah.
To get ready for the plant media replacement and some of these other projects, so you don't have a huge change order or something's not working when we finally get to the really big
Yeah,
project.
increment it.
So everything's functioning in good working order when they come to do the big project.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll make a motion to authorize the city manager to accept the quotes from Minnesota Mechanical Solutions Incorporated in the combined amount of $29,550 for the labor and materials to remove and replace 6 valves in the water treatment plant.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next item is Northside Booster Pump Replacement, number 2.
Yes, Commissioners, this project was, I believe, started in 2024. We have the pump, we have all the parts now, we have the quotes to do the labor, and that's what this is the labor for finishing that project. So, again, project started before I was here. If Dan could maybe give a little bit more history on it, but I think it's pretty straightforward as far as what we're doing. We got all the pieces and parts together, and now it just needs to be taken care of. So,
I believe it's replacing an old Alice Chalmers pump that's no longer supported. They don't even make pumps anymore.
Yeah.
I believe the pump was, I haven't looked at it recently, but original to when it was built, early 80s, I think. So it's served its useful life, putting a new VFD on with it, all controls. It's time.
Yeah, sounds like we're getting some things replaced or implemented now with the labor portion with all the parts showing up.
Yeah,
is
some of
good.
these lead times have been,
Real long.
would have just made it lag forever.
Yeah. All right, very good. I'll take a motion on that.
I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the quote from MMS, or Minnesota Mechanical Solutions Incorporated, in the amount of $23,860 for the replacement of pump number 2 at North Booster Station.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up is Cortland Lift Station Equipment Replacement.
We talked about the bulk of this equipment last month,
Yep.
Commissioners. This was kind of a last quote we were looking for and assessing the need for. But again, with these lead times, we're just ordering the actual hardware now. We will get the quotes and get it installed when the hardware finally does show up. They didn't have it on this one, but I know last month, some of the stuff had at least a 6-month lead time. And the pessimism in me, I'll believe it when it's in our possession.
Yeah. Are lead times starting to get better in general at all?
Yes, they
Okay.
are. And on electrical equipment in particularly, our large transformer that we ordered for the center substation, we're talking about actually delivering it early potentially.
Nice.
So maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel with service.
Yeah, but believe it when you see it, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the bid from Parkson Corporation for the Cortland Lift Station Equipment Replacement Screening Washer Press in the amount of $80,000.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is our appointments. I don't know if you've been on them before. I've been on Cable Commission. I don't mind continuing to do that one.
And
keep
Mr.
some
President,
consistency.
I'd stay on the Personnel Committee if that's all right.
I will as well.
Okay.
I was on there
Are you good with
last
that, Colleen?
I'm fine with that.
How should I announce that?
So I would just, appointments, same as last, 2025 appointments will carry
Okay.
forward to 2026.
All right, so I approve the 2025 appointments will carry forward as the 2026 commissioner appointments for Cable Commissional Advisory Board and the Personnel Committees. All right.
And all in favor, so.
Oh, yeah. So all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the motion will carry. Next up is item 3.8, our natural gas interconnect.
Okay, this is refreshing. Our natural
Sorry,
ga-
sorry, can we go back to that last one? I think we need a second. We only had a,
I'll second that.
okay.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
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 No, the motion carries. Now we'll go on to our natural gas interconnect.
Okay, yeah, this is the redoing the contract. The last one was 20-year contract that is lapsing at the end of March with our Hutch Interconnect. They are the primary gas delivery pipeline that we have. We do have a backup that's through Northern Natural, but this is the one that we use 99.9% of the time. The Northern Natural is strictly a backup and actually cannot support New Ulm in the middle of winter. It doesn't have enough capacity to completely support New Ulm. And I know the lawyer and everybody has well vetted this contract. So this should be the last step.
And how long is this one for? 5 years?
I thought it was for 20. This is actually Dave's item. He just asked me to,
Okay,
it is 5 years. I stand corrected.
so it must just be, okay, continue to renew every 5
And
years.
it'll auto renew the way it looks.
Okay, very good. All right, I'll take a motion on that.
I'll make the motion to offer the resolution authorizing the city manager to sign a natural gas interconnect agreement with Hutchinson Utilities to supply natural gas to the New Ulm Public Utilities, which feeds the city of New Ulm.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, we'll call the roll.
Yes. It's thinking. Okay. Commissioner Skillings.
Yes.
Commissioner Williams.
Yes.
Commissioner Bugler. I hope I'm
Yes.
saying that right. Okay. And Commissioner Visser, President Visser.
Yes.
Okay. That
Motion carried. Oh, we gotta call the roll. Should we do that now?
Yeah.
All right, we do have to follow back up with item 3.1. We'll have to call the roll on 3.1. So I'll take a motion on 3.1.
So we already have a motion by Skillings and a second
Oh,
by
so we just need to call
Bugler.
the
Yeah,
roll?
we just gotta call the
Yep.
roll.
Okay.
So Commissioner Skillings.
Yes.
Commissioner Williams.
Yes.
Commissioner Bugler.
Yes.
President Visser.
Yes. All right, motion carries. Sorry about that. Last up on our new business is our purchase of 8 13.2 kVA breakers.
Yeah, this is a receive an order filed. We approved this administratively at the utility. A little over a month ago, we received a quote that was only good for a limited amount of time, which saved us effectively $21,250 for each breaker. And we were ordering 8 breakers. We were planning on doing 2 at a time over 4 years, but with that kind of savings and some good pricing on getting them installed, we may be able to eliminate more than a year's worth of the project with a total savings to the utility, $115,000 that was budgeted for the outlying years. This does put this item over budget for this year, but we will just be installing them next year when we have a new budget. And there is a lead time. It will take a little bit for them to get here, so they'll be fine on the shelf until our next budget.
No, I think that's cool. It's important to know, yeah, we're saving over $200,000 on the breakers, plus the savings with the lead time reductions
Yeah.
is huge of the project.
We may be able to, I'd like to see it done in 2 years. That may be overly optimistic. We will be done in 3 years. It won't go the full 4 now, which is great.
Yeah, that's fantastic. We'll take those wins when we can get them. All right, I'll entertain a motion on that.
I'll make the motion to receive an order filed, the quote and purchase of 8 breakers for the power plant substation from Eaton Corporation.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Last item is our report of claims.
I'll make the motion to accept the list of claims paid in the amount of $5,589,125.66.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on the report of claims? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there any further comments from our commissioners tonight? If not, we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.